Super teams are wrecking the NBA. That's my personal opinion. Now, you might say, what is he talking about? I come from the day when it was the Bulls, in the 90s, late 80s, 90s. It was the Bulls, it was the Pacers, Reggie Miller. They had a good team. Boston Celtics had a good team. Portland Trailblazers, they had a good team. The Lakers always had a good team. Um, Cavaliers, Ron Harper and Craig Elo, they had a good team. New York Knicks had a good team with Patrick Ewing and Starks, some of the other good players they had. And it was just a bunch of good teams. So what am I getting at? I'm getting at Jordan may have won those championships, but he had to play for those championships. Them championships didn't come easy. And he might have made it look easy because the type of player he was, he just wasn't going to be denied at all. No matter how good you thought you was or how good a defense you had, he was not going to be denied at all. He was in the championship games, and every championship game he was in or championship series he was in, he won. Just wasn't going to be denied. It was something in him that said, hey, it's not going to happen. You know, I'm here and I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it all, me and my team, and it's not going to happen. I ain't going to let it go down like that. Now, who are the super teams of the NBA? To me, the super teams are the Warriors, the Spurs, the Cavaliers, but I'm especially talking about the Warriors and the Cavaliers. To me, Spurs is a super team, but Spurs like to find a lot of good role players that can shoot the ball. So maybe not so much a super team, but yeah, they can be labeled as a super team. But my problem is with the NBA, these super teams are wrecking the NBA because it seems like these players want to find the easy way to win. And it shouldn't be an easy way to win. I don't want to win anything easy. You know, I like a little challenge. I think we all like a little challenge. We like to feel like we work for something. It's like a grown person playing chess with a little kid. Why would you play chess with a little kid? Don't you like a little challenge? Why don't you play chess with somebody your own size or somebody that got the same good team like you got? You know, why would you get a super team and then go up against everybody knowing you're going to blow out 80% of the talent that's coming up against you? That's just me. That's just what type of person I am. Maybe I'm wrong about it. Maybe I don't know. Some people might look at the Bulls, Chicago Bulls that Jordan had as a super team, but I don't look at it like that because Jordan talent was so much above who he was playing around. So if there was another Jordan on the team and Pippen talent was good, I ain't saying Pippen was sorry. Pippen talent was good, but there was a good compliment to Jordan talent, and Pippen might be just as good of a player. I don't know, but when the ball went in Jordan hand, it got done. You know what I mean? Things got done. And no disrespect to Pippen, because I love him just as much as I love Jordan. So, but like I said, I don't consider the Bulls a super team because when I looked at that team and I match it up to the Cavaliers with a Durant, a Curry, and Thompson, if Jordan had that type of talent, man, they probably would have won 10 championships. But I look at the Bulls something like the Spurs. A good player on the team surrounded by a lot of nice shooters or role players. But I still think the Spurs, with the team they got now, can be considered a super team because they got Aldridge, they got Gasol. A lot of these players was #1 players on other teams, so and still can be at that level. Because I think the Bulls, they got a lot of #1 players like Harper and maybe some other people, but I don't think they still was at that level when they came to the Bulls. But these players going to the Spurs and to the Warriors and to the Cavaliers, I think they still at that level where they can put up big numbers. But like I said, I'm older, so I'm 40 years old. So looking at this NBA that we got now, it just don't look right with these super teams. Nothing should be easy. You should have to play for this stuff. You shouldn't be blowing out certain teams. And every year you in the Eastern Conference or Western Conference Finals, you know, that's cool. If you work for it and you and the team was evenly matched and you got there, that's cool. That's what I want to see. But if these teams ain't evenly matched and the Cleveland Cavaliers blowing out everybody on the East Coast, and then on the West Coast, the Warriors blowing out everybody, then what do we have? If that's what we're gonna see every year. What is it to be excited about when you watch the NBA? If you know what it's gonna come down to. So I think super teams are wrecking the NBA. You know, I think it's just, I think it's just sad to watch. You know, it's sad to watch. I love to see these teams more evenly matched, and then whoever wins. Because when I watched the Pacers and the Cavaliers series, if the Pacers would have had one or two more good players, they probably would have beat the Cavaliers. When I watched the Warriors in the Portland series, if the Portland Trailblazers would have had one or two more good players, they would have beat the Warriors. I know some of y'all say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but my point in saying that is maybe if a super team would have had two less good players, they would have lost. So, not to confuse everybody, when you're stacking these teams up with all these good players, you kind of ensuring that you'll blow past a lot of teams. And that's working right now, but I think it's kind of stupid because you should play for this stuff. You know what I mean? You got a lot of teams in the NBA on the verge of being right there, of being a really good team. Milwaukee Bucks, the Pelicans, the who are some other teams that was winning a lot. I can't think of them all, but these teams are right on the verge, and you just give them one or two more good players, like these super teams, and they'll be winning. You know, and that's another point I want to bring. Durant should have went to one of these teams that was right on the verge of winning, not to the team that he lost to the previous year. That didn't make sense. I don't know. It's definitely a different type of NBA. I still love all the players in the NBA, but I don't want to see the Cavaliers and the Warriors go at it for the championship every year. So that's why I said, and I think super teams are messing up the NBA. I'm out. Leave me a comment.